Hi, I'm Katie with Vivere Designs by Kate. Thank you for joining me today as I walk you through painting a fantasy tree on this old discarded painting. Here I'm deciding what orientation I want it to be, and you can see I'm kind of tracing the outline of the tree and what I'm thinking, kind of the bottom, and ultimately this is what I decide. And tracing out, getting the idea in my brain. Because it's a fantasy tree, I am going with non-traditional colors, starting with some blue and some metallic silver mixative. Give that bottom just a nice, real shiny glow. I kind of thought the inks would spread a little bit more there to look like rocks. Clearly they didn't, so I changed course and decided to blow it out with my air compressor. I'm adding more inks. And now there goes the tree. Because I know I'm putting a lot of leaves on it, I'm not being super particular about those branches and the connecting points. If I were doing a bare tree, I would be doing that tree way, way differently. I start putting the leaves in using a micro tool, and I'm being super unintentional about where I'm placing those leaves. I don't want anyone to be able to pick out a pattern of color or leaf placement. I want them to be different sizes. So as I go through, you'll see I switch to a paintbrush. I also add more isopropyl and more ink so that I get bigger leaves throughout. I really just took some isopropyl and threw it into my palette where you see I've got a ton of different colors. Actually, I have 2 palettes sitting there just so that I get some nice variety in my leaf color. You'll see me switching to a regular paintbrush so that I can get a higher ink load. There we go. So that I get some larger leaf impressions. I'm also starting to be a little bit more deliberate where I'm placing my ink because I want the variety of color to show up and I don't want to create mud. I want to fill in those empty spaces. In fact, at the end, you'll see that I do exactly that. If you liked my video, I would appreciate a subscribe and a like.